Hello. I was going to say good morning, but it's not morning. Hello, everyone. Who do we have in here? It says Gandalf. Hi, Gandalf. I haven't seen you in forever. Hello, Renee. Hi, Judy, and thank you. I had a wonderful birthday. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Compared to yesterday. Yesterday was a nightmare, but I'll wait for more people to get in here first before I go into. I guess I can tell you guys about yesterday. Yesterday, my sister told me about this wonderful recipe that she made. It was chili verde. And so I decided to run to the store and buy all the makings for. Hi, Sherry. Thank you. I decided to run to the store to buy all the makings for chili verde because it sounded so good. And then I got home and I was texting my sister on the phone and I had keys in my hand and I got out of the truck and I auto locked the doors. And then I went around to the other side of the truck. Hi, Patty. Hi, Natalie and Peter. Hello. But I walked around to the other side of the truck and the truck was locked. And the keys that were in my hand were to my shop and not to the truck. So I left the keys in the ignition. Hi, Ed. I locked the keys in the truck. And so I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get into the house. Thankfully, I left my back door unlocked, so I was able to get in the house. I had spare keys for the truck, so I searched every nook and cranny of my house looking for those keys. Couldn't find them. Called my neighbor Jan. She came over. So I looked around the house for probably an hour, and I think her and I messed around with this truck for about an hour trying to break into it and couldn't get into it. So we finally wound up just breaking one of the windows. And then I found my spare set of keys were inside the truck. So that's something I haven't done. I've heard that was one of the options, Sherry, but I couldn't get a hold of anyone. Um so yeah, I have a busted window in the back of my truck now, but I have my spare keys are now on a separate key ring inside the house. So yeah, lesson learned. I haven't done that in probably since I was 20 years old. So I was so upset with myself. I mean, at least I didn't lock myself out of the house too, because then I would have had to climb through a window to get in, and that wouldn't have been good. But yeah, so that was yesterday. So needless to say, by the time we got all that done and we got the window tape back up and, my Frankenstein truck. Thank you, Elaine. Um, so after we got all that buttoned up, I just came inside and ate a sandwich and went to bed. I was like so upset with myself. But that's how yesterday went. Um, Christy, isn't your birthday coming up or is it the same day? I thought your birthday was around the same time as mine. But me and thinking, I think I have my keys in my hand when I don't. So, and thank you, Ed. I'm 103. Don't I look great for my age? Or maybe I'm 108 now. I don't remember. March 12th. Okay. I knew yours was coming up soon, but I couldn't remember if it was the same day as mine um or what. Anyhow, so today I woke up and I had to those little baby chicks that were sitting here camped out in my kitchen had to go outside. So I spent the morning putting their heat lamp. I had to rig up I didn't video any of this stuff, so you guys won't see it on the video, but I had to rig up another 2x4 across the top of their brooder and then hang the light. And then I hung a camera out there so I could watch them from my phone because, they're babies. And Anyhow, so got them all situated in there. What else did I do today? I was trying to think of this morning, but then my wonderful friends Patty and Matt came out, and I got to spend the rest of my birthday with them. So they brought me some more cabinets for my shop, and we went to all you can eat buffet. So if I fall asleep in the middle of this live stream, it's because I ate all I could eat. And they're on their way back home to Mississippi now. So keep them in prayer, please, so that they drive safe and all is well. But yeah, that was a wonderful day to get to spend it with them. Hello, Victoria. Let's see what else. You guys are like chatting up a storm. I'm gonna have to scroll back here and see what I missed. I know they started to leave, and then we talked a little bit more about cars, and I came in the house and it was like 6:30. I think they were supposed to leave by 5:30. So we did one of those southern goodbyes, and they're gonna get home late now. But I came inside and I was like, oh, I only have 30 minutes until my live stream. Well, no, wait, they left, and I took Dilly out for a walk, and then I went to go check on all the birds. And so I'll spill a little bit of beans in here. I have not only the 7 baby chicks, but you guys will see in an upcoming video that I have 7 laying hens also. So now my 8 baby chicks went to 7 baby chicks, went to 14 hens or chickens. So that's chicken math for you. But I got all the hens are situated in there, and hopefully they'll roost. I've only had them since yesterday, the day before yesterday. So they're still getting used to their little thing. Yesterday was the first time that they were let out into the run, and they went back into the coop last night, but they got into the coop late, and so they couldn't get up onto the roost because they couldn't see. So I had to go in there and turn on a light for them, and Tim will get familiar with chicken math real quick when he's got 50 of them in the backyard and they're building 6 more chicken coops. I know I'm becoming the crazy chicken lady, dog lady, cat lady. Except for now I have more chickens than I have dogs and cats, so go figure. But yeah, I bought my neighbor's flock. She had 7 laying hens that are Buff Orpingtons. My mind is just out of it. I'm blaming the all you can eat Chinese buffet, but yeah, she had 7 Buff Orpingtons. I know, right? Well, I figure if I turn that little light on before it gets dark, they'll at least be able to see to get in there, and then when I go to close them up, I'll go out there and turn the light off too. Yeah, the Buff Orpingtons are really nice looking birds. So I'm excited about them because they're also known to be broody. So maybe they'll hatch more babies for me later after I get a rooster and all that. But yeah, that's what I did today. I thought I did a bunch of other stuff this morning. It sure felt like I did a bunch of stuff this morning. Oh my goodness, you guys should have seen these baby chickens, Christy. The 1-day-old chickens, one of them got a piece of the napkin that was in the bottom of their little bin I had them in. And all of a sudden there was like all this ruckus. They're like little teeny tiny. They're like this big. And they're just running around and running amok and causing a stir. And I go over there and look, and one of them got a corner of the napkin, and the rest of them are chasing it around trying to get it from them. I was like, I knew older chickens did that. I didn't know baby chickens did that. Love to see when someone recycles what they have. Yep. I like using up what I have. The other thing I did this week, I didn't get that on camera, but I talked about it on camera, so you guys will see that later this week. But I, had all that tin out there in 2 different piles. Exactly, Patty. I had all that tin out there in the what I was calling the boneyard where we found the copperhead last year. And then I had a pile of wood. All that stuff is cleared out now. One of my other neighbors came over and helped me move all the tin and pile it up next to the shop. So it's all out of the way now. And so now I have a load of gravel being delivered Monday or Tuesday. Oh, if that's on Facebook, yeah, I shut all that stuff off, Victoria. Anyhow, but yeah, I have a load of gravel coming on Monday or Tuesday. So now I'll be shoveling gravel all this week. It's like the story of my life. Oh, nice, Sherry. Thank you, Vanessa. I've been telling everybody I'm 103, so I look really good for my age. Oh, hello, Nia. Thank you. Yeah, so the last couple of days has been a lot of still doing chicken stuff, but that stuff should be pretty much done. If I decide to keep all 14 birds, then I may need to make changes to the inside, but I have a couple months to decide if I'm gonna keep all or some or what I decide to do. But because the babies are in the brooder part now, so it'll be a while before I have to mingle, commingle the two uh, sets of birds. So, but I might need to make some changes to make it the whole space bigger if I decide to keep them all instead of having part of it as shed. But it's doable. It just means moving stuff around. Anyhow, you live and you learn, though. I mean, a lot of it is just trial and error. 100 and 106. Wow. I had a great aunt that lived to be 108. Yeah, more projects because I need more of those, right, Patty? Now, Mac and Patty came out here. So it was 4 years ago today that I left Washington in the U-Haul with the puppy. I only had Dilly and 2 cats then, and hitched up my Durango to the back of it and drove 2,600 miles out here. That was 4 years ago today. And I wanted to make sure that I left on my birthday. That was my birthday present to myself, was to start a new chapter in life. And oh my gosh, that was such a horrible drive too, because there was a blizzard right behind me the whole way. Not a drive I want to make again. I haven't made it since then. I don't want to make that drive again. But Mac and Patty came out here in those first couple months after I moved out here. I think they came out in I want to say it was June or July. So it was before the mobile home got moved over here, and they saw the land there was nothing. I don't even think there was electricity back then. So they saw the land when it was completely blank. And then they came out like a year later and saw when the mobile home was here, but it was like trashed because it hadn't had nothing done to it yet. I think I had done the back room before I moved in, and that was about it. So then they came out here this year, and it's like totally different. Thank you, Sinella. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And thank you, Wanda. Remember when Mac came out to help you get familiar with the chainsaw? That was it, Sherry. It was Chainsaw 101. And he came out here. I have a video on the channel, but he came out here. There was nothing here but trees. And I think I had my picnic bench sitting out there. Let's see, what else am I missing here? Everyone's just saying hello, so that's okay. Thank you, Binky. And happy birthday to you too. Yes, we're Pisceans. We just kind of go with the flow. Yeah, and Sherry, I still have not met Papa Pepper in person. That's a mouthful, huh? Papa Pepper. Um, I haven't met him in person yet, and I would love to meet him and his kids because I learned so much from watching their videos. I mean, I learned from just watching their kids. Um, Thank you, Sanilla. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Sherry, about how they had just left there, and I don't remember how far his place is from me, but I think it's like 2 hours. I need a chainsaw, but when I mentioned getting one, all my family yelled no. Oh, Christy, you could do it. Just be very careful. I'm a klutz too, so before I operate a saw, I know this is going to sound funny, but before I operate a saw or a chainsaw or any saw, I imagine myself going through life with no hand. And it just makes me more careful to not cut off my hand or my fingers. Exactly, Sherry. Papa Pepper I just absolutely love their channel. Mom says happy birthday to, she is 85. Oh, thank you, Mom. I had to get my chainsaw out and cut a tree branch off my power line going to my house with it still. Oh, that's not good, Ed. Oh, that was the other thing I had to work on today. So we had those storms. What was it, Tuesday? I don't know what day the storms came. I think it was Tuesday. We had high winds and stuff. And I've been letting the dogs out in the backyard. I have a welded wire fence around the backyard. So I let them out this morning. And I was in here doing dishes and I happened to look out the window and I noticed that it looked like part of the fence was down. And so I went out there and checked, and sure as heck, the one of the branches fell off of, I mean, a huge branch, or maybe it was a tree itself. But anyhow, it fell down and hit my fence, and that 5-foot fence was about 2 feet tall where it came down on it. So I had to go out there and repair that before the dogs figured out that they could get out. But it's been like that since last week or earlier this week, and they never figured it out. So yeah, I've already got 4 eggs from them. I didn't check this evening to see if there's more out there, but yeah, I got some eggs. Oh, I love that mini chainsaw is wonderful. I really like the one that's the chainsaw and the pole saw combo because now I can cut things over my head and cut my head off when it falls on me. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that one is really handy to have both of them. I don't know about doing anything. I still have to build a bathroom, and I think part of the reason why I'm dragging my feet on it is because there's such a learning curve on it, and everything that I do that is plumbing always leaks, and I don't know if I want to do it. Oh, is it an armadillo? I don't know that my dogs have seen an armadillo down here yet, but Maisie and Titus had never seen chickens. And I showed them the baby chickens. I took a baby chicken up to them and let them sniff them and stuff. But then I built that run out there and I put the chickens out in there. And Maisie yesterday was just barking her head off at these chickens because, there's something over there. So eventually, probably tomorrow, I'll put them on a leash and take them over to the run and show them the chickens. But one of my dogs, okay, I read that. Right, Elaine? Oh, wait, what is this doing? Okay. If I lived closer, I would come over and help you, but you live too far away now. That's because you moved too far away, Ed. But yeah, the main projects that I'm gonna be working on this year after the gravel gets delivered, I have all these other little things going on, like the gravel and moving my fire pit to a different spot and uh, little stuff like that. But the three main projects, my goals for 2025 is to get a covered porch on the front of the house, so making a bigger deck and covered porch on the front, making a covered porch on the back, and doing the bathroom. But God's probably listening to my plans and laughing at me. So I'm just kind of taking it day by day and doing what I can. But those are the main goals. Those are the things I'd like to get done. We'll see what God has in store for me. Yep, he's probably sitting up there laughing at me. When I do the front porch, I want to do a covered porch in the front, but I want to have all glass walls on it. So it'll be kind of like a porch, but also a greenhouse area so that I could put my plants out there in the winter. Plus, it'll help keep this side of the house warm and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. That's my goal, but things always change. Is to put him on a leash and then told them to leave it. Yep. Dilly knows. Dilly's been around chickens before, and she'll just sit right out the pin and just stare at him because she's a Labrador border collie, and so she's got the OCD of a border collie, and she's a bird dog, but she'll just sit there and stare at him the whole time, but she won't go after him. But I've never left her alone with them, so I wouldn't leave any of my dogs alone with birds. Um, oh, hang on, I'm gonna go grab it. It says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. And yes, you're right, Patty. This is the birthday card. They also she brought me a whole bag of gifts. So I got a t-shirt and a bunch of garden items and I had a time getting them used to the guineas. I think they thought they were aliens. I want to get guineas someday, but yeah, I need to slow down on gardening and animals. I mean, I'm glad I did the chickens. I'm glad that part's done, but I'm not getting bunnies until after more of the house is done. Uh-oh. That's my gravel guy, but I'll have to call him back after the live stream. Let's see. I would have come help too. I love a good project, but you're in Florida. Yep. Thank you. I love how the chicken house turned out. So, hi Angel, and thank you. Did you get I didn't get a Southern Bless Homestead t-shirt yet. That's on my must-have list someday. Hi Cora, thank you. So yeah, I'm impressed myself with the way that the chicken coop turned out. If I'd have thought it through better, I would have built the chicken coop a little bit different with the stringers going up and down like a 2x4 stud would be. And I didn't do it that way, but so it cost me a little bit more in 2x4s to strengthen it, but it all worked out. I do have t-shirts. I think I still have t-shirts on my channel. If you're asking me, Binky, then yes, there should be some on there. Mine's in the closet. So, have y'all seen where the Asian people raise their chickens in trees? Um, Sherry, we had 28 chickens in Washington that most of the time refused to go back in the coop and they would just go up in the trees and roost at night. But we lost a lot of them that way too. Thank you, Debbie. No, I don't have a Southern Bless one. I'll order one. I don't care. But Mac was gonna have some made or something. And no, I don't have one from you, and I don't have one from Broussard Homestead either that I need to get. Yeah, right, Sherry? We need them for sale, Patty. Oh, you know what, Ed? Don't even give me that because I tried to get an Ed's Crazy Homestead, Crazy Ed's Homestead, whatever. I tried to get one of those t-shirts for how many years? And now they're like, you know, not able to get them at all. The keyword Mac. 3 hens that went to roost in the trees. I had an owl attack one night, but I saved a hen. Yeah, we had owls there. We had osprey and then raccoons, possum. So there was always something going after them. And we thought about putting a cover on the chicken coop, in Washington, and never did. Right, Sherry? So did I. And I was promised one. And then it took them 2 years to give me the barbecue sauce, but I never got the t-shirt. We got to give them a hard time. Yeah, Peter, I thought you were doing a live stream. Did you end it? I saw it just before I started mine. So what else do I have to tell you guys? I think everything else is pretty much up to date or caught up. I didn't video at all today, and I didn't video about breaking the window in my truck yesterday. Because when I came in, I was just done. I was done for the day. Yeah, I understand that altogether, Peter. When I set up this live stream, I thank you, Denise. When I set up this live stream, I think I initially set it up for 5 o'clock. And then I realized that I would have to go lock up the chickens and the time change. And so I changed it to 7 o'clock. And I went out there to check on the chickens just before I did the live stream, and they're not in the coop yet. So I still have to go back out there in the dark and lock them up. Ed, you were too drunk. You don't remember anything about prior. Yeah, I locked my keys in the truck yesterday, and not just the keys to the truck, but the keys to everything, including the spare key to both vehicles. So after messing around with it for a couple hours, we just decided to break the window and tape it back up after. So now my truck really looks like a Frankenstein. But it is what it is. It's I'm not going to cry over a broken window. I could go get another one at a junkyard and put it in someday. True about Ed. Yeah, Ed was really happy till he passed out that night. That was a fun meetup to go to. That was the meetup where I had already met Sherry, but I met Ed. I met Mac and Patty there. I met all the great homesteaders there. Like, I think I met JB there. trying to remember who else. It was a big meetup, but it was also a little bit overwhelming because there were so many people there. Yeah, it was a fun one. I wouldn't go to another one like that again just because I'm too old for that kind of stuff. But I prefer the smaller meetups like the Kentucky pickup. Not the Kentucky pickup, the Kentucky meetup, the picnic. Yeah, sometimes when there's a lot of people like that, and it was fun for me because I got to meet a lot of the people. I had just moved out here, and I got to meet a lot of the people that I had been following for a long time. I got to meet Bobblehead there, and I didn't even know that these people lived in Arkansas until I moved out here. So, or near Arkansas. Like, I didn't know where Arkansas was until I moved out here. I had to like look it up on a map and find out where I bought this property at because I had no clue where Arkansas was. I just knew it was somewhere far away. But yeah, let's see. So, does anyone have any questions for me? I'm trying to think of what else. You guys are like a week behind, I think, on videos from my real time. So it's kind of hard for me to not spill all the beans. Exactly, Christy. I get kind of emotionally uh, overstimulated when there's a lot of people, and then I'm exhausted. Oh, good, Sherry. But now those, because I got the 7 laying hens, now those nesting boxes that I was going to put off for a couple months, apparently I have to make them a lot sooner than I thought I was going to need to. Hello, Flyover, and thank you. The pain cream is working great. I used it once on my hands. I've been mainly using it on my feet, but I tell you, I was so much in pain yesterday when I got done that when I came in the house last night, I seriously considered just slathering that stuff all over my body because it felt like my whole body needed the pain cream. I do. I have to be in a certain mood to get to be around that many people, but I usually avoid um events and stuff that have a whole bunch of people there. I don't go to the county fairs anymore or anything like that because there's just too many people for my well-being. Sometimes Walmart has too many people for my well-being. So, yeah, see, Christy can relate. Yeah, last night my back hurt, my knees hurt, the bottom of my feet. I'm having a lot of problems with the bottom of my feet because I walked wrong for a little over a year, after I slipped and fell. And now my body's being put back into the way it's supposed to be. And so the bottom of my feet are just, it's like a burning pain a lot of the times. And I know I just need to walk through it. I went through this right after I fell with the bottom of my feet. So now I know it's just going back to the other way. But it doesn't make, when the bottom of your feet hurt and it hurts to even take a step. And then I get the band of muscles all the way around my hips that tightens up to the point where it's hard for me to even move my legs. And yeah, that's where I was at last night. It was like I just want to go to bed and lay down. But I don't usually push myself as hard um, as I used to a year ago before I fell. And yesterday I pushed myself too far. I know a bathtub would be nice. There are days when I keep second guessing my desire, my choice of doing a walk-in shower. Oh yeah, that's not good, Sherry. But yeah, there are days when I think, "Ah, an Epsom salt bath would be so wonderful." But really, I would probably only get in the bathtub once a year because it's really risky for me getting in and out of the bathtub because of my, hip issues, so I have a fasciitis roller here that helps a lot, and I roll it under my feet. I'm doing it now, but, this pain that's in the bottom of my feet, I don't know. What I really wanna do is find a, acupuncturist, like an old Chinese acupuncturist, but I don't know that they have those out here. I'd probably have to go to, like, Little Rock or something, and there's too many people there. High blood pressure, and I learned I can't push myself like I used to. Oh, wow. Well, I think, Sherry, that tub that the dipping pool that I made last year, I think is once I have that covered porch in the back, that dipping pool is gonna be a hot tub also, because I have the water heater for the shower, so I could use that, and pump it through to make it a hot tub, but yeah, I did acupuncture, Denise, back it must have been like 2008, 2009. And I only went to 6 sessions, and I walked out of there feeling 10 years younger, but that guy, I mean, I seriously walked out of there feeling like I could go run a marathon. But he was an old Chinese doctor that didn't speak English at all. He just came in and just started squeezing all over your body and throwing needles in you. And, but like I said, 6 sessions with him, and I felt wonderful, and then I moved to the mountains, and I went to another acupuncturist where I got 0 relief. It was just a waste of money, so oh, nice. I don't even know if my insurance would cover it, but I don't care. It probably could, Sherry. I am a firm believer in chiropractic and acupuncture and masseuse. All that stuff kinda goes hand in hand, and, yeah, I'm a firm believer in that over Western medications any day. I had a wreck with a train when I was 22, so I see you working and I feel your pain. I'm 57 and I've learned to slow down, slow and steady. I just turned 57 today, and yep, slow and steady. It's not really a race because if I get it all done, then what am I going to do? So it's just do what's in front of me and do the next right thing. And eventually, someday, the house will be done. And then I'll go on to gardening or whatever else. Don't like needles, but pain relief might be worth it. Christy, it's not like a needle when you go to get blood drawn. These are little teeny tiny needles, and you don't feel them go in at all. I'm terrified of needles also, and when I went into this guy that didn't speak English and was just throwing needles in, I didn't even know he was putting the needles in until then he hooked up because he'd hook up the electrodes to it, and then it's like a TENS unit, but it's deep in your muscle, and it's wonderful. I fell asleep. Oh, thank you, Wanda. It's expensive, but if you only have to go for 6 sessions, then, it pays for itself in the long run. Oh, nice, Debbie. You have the same birthday as Patty. Thank you, Sanella. That's your favorite part is when they turn on the TENS unit thing? Yeah, I fell asleep, and that was, like, the best sleep ever. I was just amazed at how much different I felt back then. I ran into 2 cans of bug spray from you yesterday, and it made me smile. Anyhow, so that was my birthday in a nutshell. You'll be 68 on the 12th. Wow. See, Christy, you inspire me. And what's with the bug spray, Sherry? Are you afraid of bugs? Or is that from when you were in the the travel trailer? Old age just snuck up on you. I agree, Debbie. March birthdays are the best. I have a friend that I met when I was 13 or 14 years old, and her birthday is the day before mine. And we were friends all through high school, all through our adult life. And then about 10 years ago, when I moved from California to Washington, we lost contact with each other. And she found me again through my sister this last year. And so she texted me yesterday. I texted her happy birthday for the first time in 10 years. And then today she sent me a text that was happy birthday. And that was so neat because that's probably one of the longest friends, really close friends. I have other people on my Facebook that I've known since I was 6 or 7 years old, but with her, she was just like a really good, best friend for years and years and years. And so to have that back in my life again was pretty neat. Oh, when she moved to Arkansas and spent and sent bug spray, that's awesome. 39 and holding for life. Well, the problem is most of the time I feel like I'm 90, Wanda. So let's see. Yeah, if I tell people I'm 103, then I look really good for my age and I feel really good for my age. Oh, JB, thank you. See, JB, I'm actually doing a live stream on your time zone. Usually I'm asleep at this time of night. Oh, well, happy belated birthday to you, Sanella. Happy birth month. I love it. Hi, Pam. Happy birthday. I mean, thank you. I am so tired, guys. I heard Brandy and Susie working over there yesterday. I heard Brandy saying, no, no, no. And I thought, oh, something went wrong. Exactly, Wanda. I wake up thinking I'm 25, and about 5 minutes later, I think I'm 100. But I wake up in the morning and have all these plans, and then, I just walk out to the shop, and by the time I walk out there, I feel all the muscles tightening up again and know that it ain't happening. It was the first and only gift from a subscriber. Aw, wait a minute. I've given you gifts, haven't I, Sherry? And I'm a subscriber. I helped you build a toilet. I helped you build a toilet, but you helped me build a shed and a shower and a gate and the good old days. Let's see. Oh, they're burning stuff over there? Okay, good. At least they weren't building and shouting, no, no, no. I tried to burn the other day. Was it yesterday? And I couldn't get it to start. So, and I don't have gasoline here. So, we are old enough to claim the whole month. Day is so juvenile now. I agree. The best potty chair in the world. Yet I had to rebuild mine because I gained so much weight that it cracked. I only had to rebuild the top of it though. And that was a couple years ago. But yeah, I did decide I'm not gonna video it when I do it because I haven't done it. I did a video when I built the compost toilet years and years ago back in Washington, but yeah, I'm not gonna video all that stuff. Hi, Texas lady. Thank you very much. I did have a wonderful birthday. Thanks to Mac and Patty coming out. Anyhow, but I did decide I want to paint the top of the toilet lid and then do an epoxy coating on it to help keep it clean, or to make it easier to clean, I should say. So I'm going to do a epoxy coating on it, but I'm not going to do a video on that. And JB, if you didn't hear, I got 7 laying hens. So now I need to find a rooster. So I have 7 laying hens now, and you guys will see a video coming out on it soon. Oh, JB might have already seen it because she's a member. But and then I have the 7 baby chicks, and the 7 baby chicks got moved out to the coop today. So this will be their first night in the coop. And I love technology. I never had this before. But when I'm worried about them, I stuck a camera in there so I could just go look on the camera. The laying hens are, oh my goodness, I forgot. Okay, I have 7 buff Orpingtons. And then I have 1 black sex link because the other one died. The babies are a black sex link, 2 amber sex links, a 2 Rhode Island Reds that are straight runs, and golly, what was the other one? I got 4 different ones. I had it written down somewhere. Cinnamon Queens. I got 2 Cinnamon Queens. So they're all brown egg layers. But the babies, the buff Orpingtons are the ones that are laying now. All the babies won't be laying for a long time, 4 months or so. I think we should have birthday months and just celebrate all month. My little sister, when she had Alzheimer's, kept saying it's my birthday. So I made her 3 cakes and just rewrapped her presents. That's awesome, Christy. Except for I don't want 3 cakes. Hi, Brandy. Thank you. What were you screaming no, no, no about earlier today? I heard you out there. Y'all, last night, now that I'm going to repeat this story, I told you guys at the beginning of the live stream, but I put these new hens in the run yesterday. And so it's the first time that Titus and Maisie had ever seen chickens. Dilly's been around him before, but Maisie was out there barking. And so yesterday, my neighbor called me and said, "Are you okay over there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Why? She said she thought that Titus was saying, "My mom's fallen," because it was a different kind of bark than her normal bark. But she was just woof, woof, woofing because there was something over there. But it's great to know that I have neighbors that could hear if my dogs are like starving or something if I fall off a ladder. Yeah, I heard something early this morning. I heard you say, "Oh no," or "No, no," or something like that. And I thought, oh, I hope they're not putting that window in and breaking it. I do birthday month. We count everything we get that month as a birthday present. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, okay. Oh, from when she called. Yeah. I don't mind. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that they can hear enough to check up on me if I fall off a ladder. I'm going to send you a new keyboard, JB. Yes, it is good to have those neighbors. My other neighbor came over and helped me bust my car windows so I could get my keys out yesterday. Yesterday was a day, I'm telling you. I was scared of my dogs, so but they called to check on me. My dogs they're not like aggressive. Maisie, I was really impressed tonight because when Mac and Patty came over, Maisie usually runs and hides from people. And but Titus was just, letting Mac pet on him. And so Maisie let both Mac and Patty pet on her, which is a huge change from how she usually is. Oh, I can't send you a new laptop, sorry. But can't you, on a laptop, can't you plug in another keyboard? I don't remember. I have a laptop. I think it's in storage. No, that's great, Christy, that your neighbors check on you. I think we should all be checking on each other because you never know. Yeah, not Maisie. Maisie usually runs and hides under my desk if she can get under my desk. She'll just hide there or in her crate until the people leave because, stranger danger. But today she was out there, she was locked out in the backyard. And so yeah, I was surprised that she let Mac and Patty pet her, which is cool because that means that having Titus around is like gonna help her become more of a people person. Hi, Patty. And thank you. I got to spend the day with the other Patty and Mac. And that, yeah. Oh, welcome, Sanella. And yeah, if you're a member, we do a live stream. I do a live stream for members Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central. So you're welcome to come join us. We got a great group of all the people here with the little house next to their name. I'll come in and we share recipes and what we're doing that day, and it's just a group of friends chatting. It's really kind of fun. Yes, I had a wonderful birthday. Just spending it with them was awesome. Plus, having them out here, it kind of makes me look back at how far I've come in 4 years because they've seen it all. They've been here, so they've seen all the change. And now Patty knows that she can drive out here and make it in her car, so she can come more often. Oh, how cool! Well, welcome. Yeah, for the members, they get to see the video as soon as I upload it, so they don't have to wait until whatever I schedule it for, and then I do the live stream 3 times a week in the mornings. So Pam and Sherry and Brandy and Patty and JB, and yeah, there's a bunch of us that just meet up in the morning, and it's only about a half an hour long, those live streams, unless I get wordy. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So you're welcome to come join us and say hello. Otherwise, we won't know you're in there. So make sure you talk. Hi, Bevy. Thank you. Yeah, we got to get Bevy in those morning live chats too. That's exactly it, Christy. It's like sometimes I feel so overwhelmed by the list of things that I still need to do here. And then when I stop and look back at what it looked like when I got here, it was just woods. Or when my friends came over to help me on the roof and we were talking about, they were helping me this last week. I don't know if you guys saw that video or not, but they were helping me seal the leaky roof, and I was talking to them about how it was just raw land when I got here. There was nothing. So, and that was just 4 years ago today. Yes, it is a good time chat, right, Pam? We have coffee and we chat. Oh, that's a bummer, Bevy. But you can go back and listen to the replays, right? I know in the summertime, when it's getting really hot in the middle of the day, I will probably go back to doing the members live streams at noon just because I'll be outside working in the morning. Thank you, Peter. Um, so usually in the summertime when it's really, really hot, and I'll give you guys like a week or so notice, but I'll change the member live streams to noon so that I can get outside, work in the morning, and then come inside in the heat of the day and sit, which is usually what a lot of other people are doing anyhow. So then we can all sit inside in the air conditioner and talk instead of having morning coffee. We'll have afternoon iced tea now. Anyhow, I am going to get off of here, guys. I've been on here for an hour. I'm exhausted. And I ate all that Chinese buffet, so I'm still stuffed. Right, Pam? Exactly. And I figure, that way I can get out at 6 in the morning or as soon as it's light out and get to work and then come in. But that'll be probably May or June before we switch to that. Oh, wow, Bevy. I knew you'd been around for a long time, but yeah, living in that camper. That camper is still sitting on my sister's property. She still uses it. My nephew stays in it when he comes to visit. Anyhow, have a wonderful weekend. There's another video coming out for you guys tomorrow, and then I think I need to edit some more because I think that's all I got scheduled. But good night, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. Bye.